Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm Muhammad Adnan Abid, your co-teacher for the course Principles of Animal Life 2, and today we will discuss lecture number 25, Evidences of Evolution. We will discuss some evidences in this lecture. There are many evidences of evolution, and we know that the Darwin theory of evolution was also based on these evidences, like the geographical distribution of species and the fossil record. So we will discuss these evidences one by one. The first evidence is biogeography. It is a combination of three words: bio, geo and graphy. Bio means life, geo means earth and graphy means distribution. So the distribution of life means plants and animals on earth is known as biogeography. So we can define biogeography as the study of the geographic distribution of plant and animals is called biogeography. And biogeography explains the reason of the different organisms living in different regions of the earth. Biogeography also explains following factors. These factors are the geographical barriers, evolutionary adaptations in the isolated organisms, and life on the islands. So these factors are also explained by the biogeography, and we will discuss these factors one by one. First one is geographical barriers. The biogeographers which study the geography, they explains that similar group of organisms living in different places of the continent of the earth, these similar group of organisms are separated by some barriers which are geographical barriers, and these geographical barriers may be in form of mountain range, कोई mountain range हो सकती है, it may be a canyon, कोई एक बड़ी वादी हो सकती है जैसे geographical barrier के तौर पे वर्क करती है, it may be a water body, कोई water body हो सकती है like oceans, or it may be desert. So these all factors, these all like mountain range, large canyon, or a water body or a desert, these act as a geographical barriers, and these barriers separate similar group of organisms living in different regions of the earth. For example, in case of native cats, these cats mostly living in different continents of the earth, and these are separated by some geographical barriers. The cats which are living in different continents of the earth, these are separated by geographical barriers, or it may be a mountain range, a large canyon, or a water body, or a desert. They have a common ancestor, so evolution started there. They have undergone evolution. So due to evolution, there are differences among cats living in the most continents of the earth. Next is evolutionary adaptations in the isolated organisms. The biogeographers also explains that plant and animals are which are separated by some geographical barriers, they are different in spite of similar environments. Mean अगर plant or animal just separated as some kind of geographical barrier like discuss किया तुमने previously, like mountain range है या large canyon है, water body है और desert है, दे आर डिफरेंट अगर उन्हें सेम एनवायरनमेंट में रह रहे हैं वो, लाइक इन केस ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड तस्मानिया, इनके जो एनिमल्स हैं लाइक कैंगरू और अपोसम, they are different from the other animals of the world. And the major herbivores of the Australia are kangaroos, but in the other parts of the world the same role herbivores are deer and cattle. So there is a difference between the Australia and other parts of the world. In Australia the herbivores are kangaroos, but in the other parts of the world the same role is performed by deer and cattle. Next, biogeography explains the life on islands. The biographer also explained the presence of only a few and unique species in the oceanic islands, and they explained that island colonization occurred there. The species colonized on that island, and evolutionary events started there. So these evolutionary events, these events are different from the ancestral mainland groups, like in case of the Galapagos finches or tortoises, they were different from the mainland. So these evolutionary events, these events are different from the ancestral mainland groups. नेक्स्ट है बायोजियोग्राफिकल रीजन्स. अब बायोजियोग्राफिकल रीजन ऐसा रीजन होता है द एरिया ऑफ एनिमल एंड प्लांट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हैविंग सिमिलर करैक्टरिस्टिक्स, एंड हमने वर्ल्ड को इन 6 बायोजियोग्राफिकल रीजन्स में डिवाइड किया है ऑन द बेस ऑफ प्लांट एंड एनिमल्स दैट हैव सिमिलर करैक्टरिस्टिक्स. दीज रीजन्स आर इथोपियन रीजन, पैलियार्टिक रीजन, ओरिएंटल रीजन है, ऑस्ट्रेलियन रीजन है, नियार्टिक रीजन है एंड नियोट्रॉपिकल रीजन्स है. एंड दीज रीजन्स आर सेपरेटेड बाय सम काइंड ऑफ जियोग्राफिकल बैरियर्स. हम वन बाय वन इन रीजन्स को डिस्कस करते हैं. सबसे पहला जो रीजन है वो है इथोपियन रीजन. इट इंक्लूड्स मोस्ट ऑफ द अफ्रीकन कंटिनेंट एंड दिस रीजन इज सेपरेटेड बाय सहारा डेजर्ट. अब सहारा डेजर्ट क्या है? इट इज़ ए जियोग्राफिकल बैरियर बिटवीन, किसके दरमियान बैरियर है? इट इज़ ए बैरियर बिटवीन द इथोपियन रीजन एंड द पैलियार्टिक रीजन. सो द इथोपियन रीजन इज सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम द पैलियार्टिक रीजन बाय सहारा डेजर्ट which is a geographical barrier. Next one is Palearctic region. It includes most of the Europe, China and Russia, and the Palearctic region is separated from the Oriental region, and there is also a geographical barrier between these two regions. और वो geographical barrier क्या है? It is a mountain range, and that mountain range is Himalayan mountains. So Palearctic region and Oriental region are separated through Himalayan mountains. Next is Oriental region. It includes most of the Asia like Pakistan, India and Sri Lanka. Next is Australian region. It is composed of the continent of Australia. The countries in the continent of Australia are included in this region, and this region is separated from the Oriental region by a geographical barrier, which is a water body like a deep ocean channel. So this geographical barrier separates the Australian region from the Oriental region. Next is Nearctic region. It is composed of includes USA and Canada like countries, and this region is separated from the Neotropical region, and the barrier between these two regions are the mountain range, and the mountain range is the mountains of the southern Mexico. So these act as a barrier between the two regions, Nearctic region and the Neotropical region. And the last one is Neotropical region. It is composed of most of the South America. Next evidence of evolution is paleontology. It is a combination of three words. Paleos, Greek word paleos है, ontos and logos, where paleos means old, ancient, purana, ontos being any being, creature कोई, and logos means study. So the study of the old creature or the ancient creature or the study of the old being or ancient being is known as paleontology. अब एंशियंट बीइंग किसी ओल्ड चीज़ को हम कैसे स्टडी करते हैं? विद हेल्प ऑफ फॉसिल्स. सो paleontology mainly deals with the study of the fossils. It is study of the fossil record which provide most direct evidence for evolution. Next one is fossilization. According to biographers, for fossilization, the sediments must quickly cover an organism. Why sediments must quickly cover an organism? Because it prevents scavenging and it slows down the decomposition process. And fossilization mostly occur in the aquatic or semi-aquatic environments, mean in the watery environment, the environment surrounding the water, or totally organism in the water. So what is the reason why fossilization mostly occur in the aquatic or the semi-aquatic environments? Because the water will deposit some minerals present in it into the empty spaces within that remains, where they form crystals, and these crystals cause the remains to harden. So for hardening of the skin, for the deposit of minerals, fossilization mostly occur in the aquatic or the semi-aquatic environments. Convincing evidence of evolution. Fossils provide evidence for evolution, and these fossils provide some evolutionary lineages. The paleontologists, the scientists, we can say, that study the fossils, they estimated that the earth is about 4.6 billion years old, and they used fossil record to describe the history of life on earth, mean in which duration of the history which organisms were abundant on earth or present on the earth. Like in case of evolutionary lineage of horse, the biographers, according to biographers, the fossil record of horse, they are traced about 60 million years ago, and जो पहला हॉर्स था सबसे पहला, उसे हायरैकोथेरियम कहते हैं, और या इसे यूहिपस भी कहते हैं. And these horse ancestor was dog sized, and 4 toes were present on each foot. So as evolution occurs, there were changes in the modern horse, and modern horse अब कौन सा है ड्यू टू एवोल्यूशन हमें मिला है, विच इज़ नोन एज ईकस. मॉडर्न हॉर्स में क्या चेंजेस आए? दे हैव ए सिंगल मीडियन डिजिट ऑफ द टो. पहले 4 टोज ऑन ईच फुट थी, दिस रिडक्शन द टोज एंड वेस्टिजियल डिजिट्स ऑन द इधर साइड ऑफ दैट रिमेन. लाइक इन केस ऑफ ये डायग्राम अगर हम देखें, वी कैन से दैट there is evolution of the horse. This is the evolutionary lineage of horse. This was the first horse. This is known as Hyracotherium, 0.4 million years back. Dog sized, have 4 toes on each foot. So as evolution proceeds, there is a reduction in the toes, and first Hyracotherium से Mesohippus की evolution हुई, then Merycohippus 1 million year ago, then Pilohippus 1.25 million years ago, and the modern horse is known as Equus, which is 1.6 million years ago. evolution occurs, change occurs. So the first horse, Hyracotherium, is completely different from the modern horse, which is Equus, and evolutionary resulted in the grazing lifestyle of the modern horses.